My name is Markus List, and I'm a professor for data science and systems biology at the Technical University of Munich. In REPO4EU, our role is also to connect basically the biomedical research with the IT engineering that is done by Ignosis to really build a nice platform. And this is also important because in bioinformatics and network biology, methods get developed all the time, right? And we need to really carefully assess what can be useful for this platform. A lot of the work we have been doing in REPO4EU was to identify the right tools that we need for the job. And then we have started to integrate this into tools and pipelines that are actually very robust. Together with the University of Hamburg, we came up with this idea of extending Drugstone into a tool that can also be used by the experts more interactively. So Drugstone has been around before. It was developed mostly in the University of Hamburg, and it's a great tool that allows you to visualize networks, but it didn't really allow experts to tinker with that. So we need to somehow make it possible to empower them to actually work on these modules themselves. And this is basically how we came up with Drugstone Dream, and it will be important for us because we get basically a bigger user base of people who will test the tool and tell us if it's actually as user-friendly as we hope it is, or where we have still room for improvement. The field is very fast-paced, so a lot of things are happening in a very short time. Everyone has seen in their daily life that AI has made big strides in the recent years, and it's gonna change our everyday life, but also has a big impact on all of the fields in science, including drug repurposing, because now we are thinking about building foundational models. How can we really use LLMs to come up with explanations, but also candidates that we can test in the lab? Of course, it's also important when you propose a drug so that you can predict whether it will work or not in a patient. And it's like one of the paradigms of precision medicine, right? And the field needs better standardization, and that the methods are not performing as well as people think because the evaluation is basically biased at the moment. So there's a lot to do. But it also shows the value of having really a science collaboration within such a big project, because having scientists that are close to these changes and how they affect the science behind it also means that you can basically adapt to these changes more rapidly, right? And I think this is really a nice thing that in REPO4EU we also have so much enthusiasm about these new developments and how they could actually be useful for drug repurposing. So it's really exciting to be doing this at this time. Yeah.